problems.
Come back.
And Candy comes back and says, but this guy again. At some point, he looked a bit suspicious, and she's quoted there saying they wanted to recruit her into a cult.
So this is their domains.
It's not
Pretty much.
It is showbiz.
But this one is a big one. This one is a very big one.
Okay, anyway, I don't know.
This one is a big one. I think everybody should grab the pulse today.
Yes,
this
grab
Candy
yourself.
story.
Candy story, and it's whoever would try to say whatever. Candy has tetered for herself. She's laid it bare there.
And he has
for
also
everybody
spoken.
just to get the facts right. And she's looking smiling. That little car she was going for.
The little car.
And they're looking happy they're together.
Page 14. Let's talk about the movies. Of course, there's fashion for you, and you can check out. Let's just have a look at those. Actually, they're pretty cute. She has a beautiful body. Those clothes are good for her.
Rocking the canvas.
Rocking that.
Yes.
Which is your fave?
The girl.
I actually like the first one. It's pretty cool.
The first one is pretty cool, by the way.
Yeah.
I like it. This is the new swag.
Anyway,
it reminds me of that.
Totally, you're just oogling, not even deciding which one you like.
I'm just liking the page.
Yeah.
Which movie have you enjoyed watching recently?
Rock That Canvas. I fear of the movie because I want to come back to there because I want to invite you to a movie this weekend.
Have you been to the 7D thing? The experience?
No, I've not seen that.
I haven't seen that.
You should, people.
I haven't been there because I'm told it's just a 3 minutes thing.
No, it's not 3 minutes.
Then
it's
done.
about 7 to 10 minutes.
What actually happens?
So it's like it's just for you to get the experience of like what 7D is like. So it's not a movie like a whole movie.
So you just have
so you can do a roller coaster one where you're in essence feeling like you're in this roller coaster. You wear some whatevers, and the thing where you're seated on is also moving. So there's water that's gonna sprinkle on you. So like you feel it all happening.
Do you react?
So are you watching a movie or you just having?
I have some people. Some people have been screaming there like little girls.
Yeah, because it's scary. It looks like it's real. You know, like
That's
the spider will
movie,
come.
Really.
That's
a game of
It's
sorts.
to get the experience.
The 7D experience.
Yeah.
So you think we should do that?
Well, I've done it, and I've taken my friends to do it. I should take my mom.
Oh.
She'll be like, Sophie,
She'll feel like a girl.
I think it's just one of those easy. I mean, since we don't have those kind of, especially the rides, roller coaster ones, are like really crazy ones in Kenya. So it's a good one to.
It's a good experience, a 7-minute experience.
All right.
Yeah, you should do it. And I think it's what? I don't know, 350. It's not much.
Okay.
Great.
I can take you guys. There's no time for popcorn, and you'll be screaming and scared too much to be thinking about biting anything. You just want to be like, fearing for your life, dodging the poles and whatever it is that's coming your way.
Okay.
But other than that, what movie did you watch again?
I'm coming to that because I want to make it exciting for you.
Oh, it's somewhere else. It's because we had the movie review, The Expendables.
I'm still holding it.
When was the last time you were at the movie solo?
Wow, it's been I think about
4 years.
Last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Dude, you're clearly not
what
the movie type.
What do you do in your free time? I mean, he's making videos.
I'm not so much of a movie guy. Like, I'm more of a comedy kind of guy, and we don't have.
So as you sit in the house and call you a movie guy, and then you start laughing.
Those 50 bombs, like to consultant,
like to a movie.
Yeah,
you're the people ruining the industry.
Page 17 of the special feature right there, and we're talking about Big Brother.
BBA.
Yes.
And nobody has ever broken it this early. Like Paz has done this. Try to get to know the contestants who are going to represent different countries.
There was rumor that your friend Vera was going to be.
Yeah, there were a couple of people who had been
shortlisted.
People are shortlisted in terms of people speaking in terms of rumors. There's Shafi Weru, there's Vera Sidika, but surprisingly enough here, according to Pulse, the special feature, they say this time around they've shortlisted this actress called Ella.
Yep.
And there's also rumors
it's good it's someone we don't know, so we can also get to know them like really well in the house, if that is true.
She's not so
well. She's in the industry.
She's in the industry.
She's been an actress for a while.
But
she's been off the scene for a while. She's been off the scene.
She's not crazy like that.
Yeah, we don't have people thinking in Kenya
crazy.
women just change their bodies.
I like the debate that was going on after the stories were published on Monday. That's when we get the tips on this. And then they say they don't want another sort of ratchetness like we saw last year from Kenya.
So the names here are Ella and Effie Saint.
Effie, great guy.
Great guy.
Fashionista.
Some good personalities that I think.
So when is Big Brother starting?
Next month on 7th. The first week of
September 9th.
And the other guys came to Kenya, the couple. They're still together, amazing.
Okelo, and they're still in the pals, and that's page 23.
Yes.
Where we're going.
We are still going there.
We're still going there.
All right, let me not jump the gun. Page 19 has wannabe celebs. So they shoot videos with flashy cars they don't own and try living the flashy and extravagant lifestyle they can hardly support. Sometimes the life of a Kenyan celebrity is just too unreal. Well, then again, across the board, most of these people, when they're shooting their videos, do they own the stuff that they have on the videos? Not really.
No, not really. Yeah. And not only here, even abroad.
Yeah.
Sometimes they hire stuff. You know, you have to set a bar.
You
have to set a bar.
All right.
Well, but what we're saying here is wannabe celebs, because I mean, sometimes there are some people who might go overboard.
So what's the wannabe? What is the overboard? What is that makes them?
It's like some artists have been going like down south to shoot videos.
Many guys.
Cars, which the lifestyle that they don't even lead here.
No, but I think those are double standards. They don't have to leave it to shoot a video doing it.
Well, sometimes when you're setting the bar, it's also important that you can even meet it halfway. There's no point of view.
I think if you can do it,
you don't have to shoot a video in a Ferrari and then I see you jumping into a city hopper.
I think on this, I'm with Solo, because wait.
Really?
I mean, it will not look.
I was looking at a very simple video by a very rich guy at this point, and it was shot inside a plantation, and everybody is playing it. It's a great video and all that kind of thing. Well, and I think we have enough scenes here, enough. Whatever it takes to make a good video, I think we have it here. Even the producers.
I think what we're saying is it's not all about the flashy cars and all those things.
Okay, I hear you. That
can
I
you come
agree.
up with something creative?
Okay.
And then we can relate.
Yeah, because I guess we've already seen the flashy cars. Exactly. I mean, those videos were done.
Yeah, because if I see you shooting with a chopper and clearly it's the first time you're getting into a chopper, and
like
maybe
this guy,
the last time.
what's his? He went to Belgium to shoot a video. What's his name? Octopizzo.
Yes, no, but when Octopizzo was in Belgium, he was on tour as well.
On tour.
So he just took the opportunity
just like P-Unit, when they were in South Africa, they were still on a tour and stuff. But some are just stretching it hard.
Yeah.
And it's not just about videos, it's about many things.
And you have this guy's picture here. Is he the one who's also a wannabe?
No, he also speaks.
Ringtone just spoke about it.
Yeah,
Ringtone speaks loudly about it and said
he's saying that sometimes there's a lot of pressure from fans.
But I think that is the one who's living it.
No, he's saying, guys, let's just be real with ourselves.
Okay, finally there's Overheard.
Yes.
And the page before the Overheard has this beautiful girl.
You cannot avoid that.
She is gorgeous.
Yeah,
that is Talia up there.
No, that's Victoria Kimani.
No, this one.
Yeah, that's Victoria Kimani. The only Kenyan who made it
in
the US.
Victoria Kimani, yes.
With delegations from across Africa. And the whole story is we saw so many Nigerian artists, guys from Ghana, guys from Tanzania, guys from Zimbabwe who went for the African Summit. And they're looking good, really representing Africa, because there's a lot of talk about youth and poverty and that kind of a thing. I know we're just coming out of the week, the Youth International Week and all that kind of thing. Yeah. But how comes our Kenyans never made it? And I think that's what the story really centers on.
Yes.
And this girl made her way through Nigeria to make it to the US, you know, and it's just a big debate there. That Paz just tried to ask, are we trying to be behind of the game this time around when we say we are the kings of showbiz in East Africa?
Exactly.
Okay,
and also an interesting one. Have you seen Uhuru Kenyatta?
Yeah, we see the picture of Uhuru with Akon.
Right, tweeting some photos.
He should be here next
checking
month.
out Twitter.
He should be coming here next month.
Yes. Who, Akon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, good stuff. So Overheard, finally, I see why you were telling me to hold my horses with the couple.
BBS sweethearts. With
Pokelo and Elikam.
Yeah.
So getting on the PDA. And
These
they're
are
looking both good.
White Sands.
Yeah.
And they hear the ball. I mean, guys said those guys partied.
Yeah.
And you know, they're not just a couple inside BBA because they've been going out since they left the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
This guy proposed to her in front of everybody during a big awards event early this year, and they're headed to something else. And so I think it's a genuine couple that is going somewhere.
Are you aware that she has a sex tape that was leaked when she was in Big Brother house? Yes, she has a sex tape.
That is behind her, she would say, and the man would say that was her then.
Yeah, but it's very hard to erase it from mind, though. I mean,
you know, the other big story, Davido and Wizkid.
Yes.
The little fight. Two buddies from Nigeria, big artists, for the first time involved in some little altercation, a whole week of drama, and they are away from home.
But you know, there's always been that big debate about between Davido and Wizkid, who's better. You know, there's always been that talk about Davido coming from a rich family and he's using the resources to push his music and stuff. And Wizkid is coming from the ghetto.
And he's making
appeals a lot from to the people in the ghetto, and he's making a lot of cash from it. But now Pulse here is covering the story about their little fight. Well, they didn't get physical, but there have been a couple of words that have been exchanged, and I think you can read all about it in the Pulse.
I like the little one, and we won't give it all. We just gave away expose on the Big Brother rep from Tanzania, and again he's talking about how he went through the tests and how he qualified, and the rest of it is for the guys to read.
Yes.
You know.
And Owaga's girlfriend is defending his absence.
Yes.
Okay, that and much more. Read Overheard. You have a lot of more gossip there.
Yes.
That's all in the Pulse today.
Right
So we're going to take a short break and tutarudi baada ya masaa yasiyokuwa marefu.
Oh yeah.
That's my Swahili.
That's Swahili. That's Swahili right there.
Hot stories, I tell you, to get you into the weekend. So Nairobi's top secret wives and families is the big headline. Hidden nectar. What drives a respectable man to keep another wife and family for years? And the case study appears to be the one and only governor of my uncles.
Is it a case study or is just a big photo there?
I think the big photo.
So beautiful.
Well, he's one of those who recently launched, some call it the big launch of the new missus. There's another one, is Josephine, who said that they have kids, and that was, he was his first wife.
That was the other one. It's the other way around.
This one was first.
No. This is the current one. This is the current one.
Oh.
Steve is saying it's the other way around.
This is not Josephine. This is Josephine. And they were talking about Lillian also.
This is Lillian.
This is Lillian Gang.
This is Lillian, right? So Josephine is the older one.
The Nairobian has it, so let's go there.
All right.
Okay, let's get
into
into the stories. So I'm sure we'll get to that one and talk a bit about it because it explores quite a number of topics that are interesting. But 10 things Harambee Stars lack is on my favorite page of
your favorite page. I agree.
10 stuff that they always will focus on. So this time it's on Harambee Stars.
Yes.
And I like this one. 6 is not bad. Anything goes, I tell you. Training grounds, my foot. Those guys don't train much.
This one, I think John Lawrence covers this one on a light note and then in a sarcastic way because, I mean, Harambee Stars, the performance has been dismal, very dismal, very heartbreaking. So now he's talking about some of those carefree things that Harambee Stars don't really give a hoot about, like anything goes. You can train anywhere as long as, okay, we're going for the team. I mean, we even have players who don't even play for clubs playing for the national team. I mean, it's a serious story, and I think it's also been covered some more inside in the Nairobian. But look at this one, which is very sad. Legends can go to hell. I mean, we've had a couple of legends who've been dying broke and in extreme poverty. We've had even some legends being frozen from getting into the stadium.
But again, I think it's how we take our football and the old sport of football in Kenya. And I know there are better people to discuss this topic.
True.
But really, when a national team doesn't even have a bus, for example, and I am picking it from Lawrence's page, point number 9 when he says,
Timbers,
Sitiopa can Saidias. get where we are going. That's really,
it's very sad.
Really,
it's disheartening.
Yeah.
Let's go to the page 3, which has the beauties.
Yes.
It's Regal Beauty. So presidential pride. I
First
know.
ladies.
It's a powerful page.
Yes, it's a power page.
It's a royal page.
You have Malia Obama, you have Ngina Kenyatta, Bona Mugabe, Ange Kagame. And this is Natasha Karugire, Museveni's daughter.
And I'm sure this one must have been sparked by that photo by Paul Kagame.
Of course, the daughter Kagame is gorgeous.
She was standing tall.
All that.
So if you are dating her, you know you'd be looking at her like this. Hey, babe.
Yeah,
it's okay.
You're looking at the high table.
Babe.
High family.
High family and future.
Like, babe,
yeah.
I love you.
Can you hear me up there?
Yeah. You've been looking up to her, my director. Should be the one seeing the future in that family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone was making a joke yesterday that the air she breathes must even just be different, more fresh up there.
Yeah, she's up there. Special place.
The air up in there.
But she's really gorgeous.
Gorgeous,
so beautiful.
She's got a lot of brains. So it's not just.
But also
she's young. She's 20.
She's 20,
early 20s.
23, I guess.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah. But also we have a rare one of Mugabe's daughter.
She's
Bona
gorgeous.
Mugabe.
Well. Are those dreads? Or is it? I can't quite
she
tell.
doesn't have dreads.
No, she's clean hair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we have our own Gina there.
Gina Kenyatta is also there.
On a mic there. I remember that this one she had gone to do the G-Girls campaign.
Yes.
What was she saying?
She was just addressing the people there.
What was she telling the people? I've never heard her speak.
She speaks, and she has a microphone there. So I
imagine she does speak. I'm not saying she doesn't. I've just never heard her.
Malia Obama there.
Yeah.
Pretty. Gorgeous and also very tall.
Pretty.
Yeah.
There's some tall jeans in presidential.
This is a tall call when you're dating any of this. This one is a tall call.
Would you dare?
It's a tall
There's a guy who promised to take cows to.
Yeah, there's a guy who said he wants to marry Clinton's daughter.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Kenyan.
Yeah.
He said he has cows. He doesn't have cows.
Yeah, but he passed on. He's deceased.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, don't know about that. Okay. Another story here. Capital News. Sisters in Arms. You can never be a general. So in the last 50 years since independence, no woman has risen beyond the rank of colonel in the military. That's sad.
Yeah,
not right at all.
And they say that the Kenyan military has been a little bit secretive about all this. We don't have so many a lot of representation by the females.
Yeah.
You can have a ratio of about 1:30. You know, one female army officer to 30 male officers. So they're saying you can never be a general here. Very few of them have also been like talking about those ones who've been like pilots, like in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Just recently that we had a few of them coming up. I guess a couple of years ago.
I think it's a deep story, and it goes beyond the ranks, because you're just talking about no single moms. This is KDF. I mean, those are things that in the level of discipline and all that, many people don't know that these things really exist. If they do exist, and Nyabega just poses it there in a very good way.
Very good.
I mean, it's an eye-opener.
It's a very interesting read.
Yes. Let's go back to that story that's on the front page. The details are on page 7.
Yes.
So men have family B as a hidden secret weapon. And this reminds us of that press conference. Imagine there, remember that day?
Press conference.
Former President Kibaki.
No, we are here.
And Louis Kibaki was there. And he says,
one wife.
Only one wife. And people, the joke sense was that, you know, I have only one wife. Like,
it's one.
Yeah.
You can see.
Two shall become one.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, but man, you see, now we're talking about what exactly happens, because all these things have been coming up, especially when people pass on.
Yes, that's when the drama unfolds.
Politicians and businessmen. Every time, I think we are always almost certain that after a politician or a prominent person dies,
drama starts.
In 1 or 2 days,
There'll be a
couple of
woman
people
with
are gonna
kids.
show up.
His life starts.
And some kids are going to be dragged there.
So the story also brings out the aspect of, do you then just talk about it and say, you know what, I have this other family? Like, should they be open? There are a few politicians who have said it. He has been open about it. I feel like Senator Bonnie Halwale, Kotubo Sotwoli, former Butilangi MP Wanjala, they have been open about their polygamous marriages. I think that's the way to go.
I think
let everybody know everybody. One big family.
What we need to do is,
they should come out and tell everybody out there that.
No, at least the parties concerned. Like, if the first wife, it shouldn't be a secret that there's another wife.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's time ladies start embracing it and accepting it. Yeah. Like, we are not too many men out there.
I cannot believe it just said
in
that.
Kenya, unless we export or something.
Oh my God, you're not too many. So you're the hot cake.
No, so it goes without saying.
There's demand. Demand
it's there.
And the constitution,
you can feel it.
And the constitution is open.
Yeah. And the constitution
entire,
also allows now.
sphere towards just men having more than one.
I don't think it's a big deal.
But note that doing that comes with a responsible man is one, who will actually own up to this other woman and the kids.
Yes.
Because most of you people, you species, man, what you find is that they want to have their cake and eat it, just have fun and no responsibility. So have those kids all over the place, but leave all the taking care to the mothers. So I think if you're gonna get to a place where you own up, do your whatever support and everything, then it's fine. Have whatever wives you want. But your comment about women should come to terms with the fact that you guys are
I think they should start embracing it and just see. I mean,
but again, going back to the
there's
topic,
room for sharing and talking.
Going back to the topic, and it's always about the guy with the money who.
Because he's one who can sustain more than one.
I think we have these middle class and we have all these poor ones, but they never come out because there's nothing to share. It's always about the money, who is going to get, it's all about the estate and that kind of a thing.
Downline, if you look at the chain and go down, you'll see at the end of the day, it's not always about money.
What is it about love?
There's something else. It's not really love.
What is it?
Maybe satisfaction.
Satisfaction?
No,
what's
satisfaction?
Who's been satisfied?
The ladies.
Everybody wants to be born. You're living the dream life. And again, there is a wife who has been there before.
Yeah.
For example, before this man became who he is at this point.
Yeah,
and
the one who helped you build this.
We grew to this level together, and this life got to a new scale, and now there's
you met many people, many other people.
And so many things changed.
Yeah.
And this little girl, probably she's just helping you just run errands and all that. And before you know it,
something happens.
I'm not trying to endorse this. Don't mistake me. Something happens, and before you know it, she's there.
Yeah.
Really. I think men sometimes are caught in situations where we'd be so bad to judge this in a very harsh way, but go to the depth of the matter and just find out, how did this other woman become or come to where she is? Because again, I don't think she's the one to blame for pushing the other lady, or just try to share the cake.
You cannot talk about blame here, because these adults, mature people, you would imagine or assume that have got their heads screwed on right. I mean, I think the biggest problem comes on. Do not even let your minds wander.
So you not have this one as a conversation?
The problem for me is the ones who just abandon the women who were there, who helped them build to where they, and then now, and the frustration comes in because then this pretty young person comes in to just be there, when you catwalk with him, showing up at events, and behind that it's just really superficial. It's just on top, aloof stuff.
I believe the issue of marriage and all that, it's quite deep, and
to each
sometimes
their own.
very personal sometimes, and so sometimes you really cannot go beyond what you see on the surface. And so
it's only safe to say I have one wife.
It's only safe to say I only have one.
I only have one.
And then
I have
keep
only
it at that.
one wife.
Keep it that way.
After you drop, then things can take care.
But of course, you can read that. Mugwangujiri breaks it down and talks about family B. Those men who've been keeping it as a secret weapon, and they've been hiding the other family because something came up probably.
How is that a secret weapon?
There's some people who do it for assurance and insurance.
You have another family for
insurance.
insurance.
You have another family just for surety.
What? Okay. That you're not alone in this world?
Yeah.
Sweetheart,
13 out of every 10 married Kenyan women have co-wives.
Yes.
How many?
That's 13 out of every 100 have co-wives in Kenya. So that's
there are not too many then.
Which I think it's even that number has been.
You look like you're considering
has
to go
been
down.
really
Compromised.
scaled. It's been really compromised.
And I think that it's a bigger number.
It's a bigger number by far.
It's a bigger number now.
By far.
But you're talking about co-wives.
But we're talking about co-wives
girlfriends
where have been approved.
Oh, the free ones.
Yeah,
Okay, yes, true.
Yeah, you actually know.
No.
This is shocking. Page 10. Girlfriend burns KQ pilot battery acid.
Yes.
I mean, people still do this stuff.
A
This
shocking
is
story,
crazy. Why would you do that?
and she did not even deny it when she went to court.
Yep.
She burnt the pilot boyfriend with acid worth 80 bob because she said he was a serial dater. Like, he was dating.
He's all
times.
over the place. He's
Serial.
She was flying high.
flying high, literally. Okay.
Yeah. A very, very sad story. Well, I don't know. This must be a troubled chick because I don't see how you'd not even be remorseful about such an act. Like go to court and say, yes, I did it because
I did this, yeah.
I mean, we are just talking about it right now. Why can't you accept that you can be a co-wife?
No, you can't even put those two issues on the same sentence.
I think we should.
Co-wife and cheating.
We don't know, but probably
sometimes when such acts are happening, you don't know what has
He's
been
developing
blocked.
he's the co-wife in the making.
Yes, the making.
but again,
please.
sometimes really, if you're having a problem with your boyfriend for that matter and husband for that matter and you're not helping matters or sorting things out, and the only time we hear about you is when you burned them, then you must be having a problem, even you as a family.
Yeah, I feel for her because I know what sentence is going to be.
I mean, the thing is, if he's cheating on you and you whatever, you're not happy, go.
Now you go to jail. You spend your life there, and you've messed someone's face just because you could not share. I mean, come on.
see that being a story that Dennis Onsarigo will do maybe next year.
Next year.
But
I hope our Jalangon radio will be following when he says he's only Mashida Zen. You should be sorting them.
It's true.
You should be sorting them early now.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
And this one on I keep Harambee Stars kit in my house. The interesting story by Sam Nimoya. You know,
FKF boss.
FKF. Harambee Stars, of course, performance very, very bad. He talks about it here and says Lesotho is not a side to beat Kenya, in my opinion. The fielding was chaotic and stupid. And they failed, and I had to take action.
So what action did he take?
Well, he disbandled the whole technical bench.
There's a lot of
That's what they always do. I mean, it's knee-jerk reactions.
It's nothing new.
It is nothing well thought
But
out.
as we were talking about him here and FKF and Football Matters in Kenya, he tells us that he has 1 million tilapia fishes in his garden in Karen.
But why does he keep
badly, we don't care.
the Stars kit in his house? I mean, the entire...
He's praying that one day their sorry state would change. He's anointing them. No. Anyway, and I heard they dropped women further down in
in the FIFA rankings.
After this,
we had just come into the top 100. Now we've gone back.
Oh.
Maybe he should sell some fish.
What's like the last position on the rankings?
It's like
it's where we are going.
180.
Because that's where we're aiming at
that should be.
We are moving down so fast.
Yeah.
But it's a sorry state again.
But I mean, those nets that he used to fish his fish at home. You should put them at the goalpost in Harambee Stars pitch next time so that we can stop the goals from coming.
I know, like real fish, right?
It's been too much now.
That's a joke, people.
Right. Is it?
Then there's this in-depth story that's I think has been doing rounds. We're seeing a lot happening online as well. Daggers are drawn as men and women of SONU. That's the student body, Nairobi, University of Nairobi, tear at each other over a rape case that has created a gender rift between the leaders. So what one of the things this story brings out is that when this was in court, because I remember seeing even the SONU chair there, the female representatives were not there. You'd imagine they'd be part of...
Yeah, they did not come. There's a claims about, is it his PA? He's called David Osano?
Yes.
Who was claimed, who was alleged to have raped one of the the university chicks. And even Babu Owino was in court in solidarity with him. Okay, and all these female representatives did not even show up. But it's a deeper story than that. We don't really know whether it's a cult going on in the
because there have been more and more rapes apparently.
Too many.
There have been many rapes in campuses, and we had a very sad story of last week where one of the students, and this really touched even people within our newsrooms and stuff, where a girl was kidnapped, raped, and left for dead.
Yeah.
And for that matter, I think it's just a very deep thing that needs probably some good investigation. I think it goes beyond.
Yeah, they need to look.
There's a lot of stuff that's been hidden, and even if you look at some of the headlines there, we're also talking about the goons who have been living in campus for a very long time.
I know who like
like some guys who are in campus in 2006.
They're still
They did
in
not
campus.
finish, but they're still there and they're living off campus.
In the same place you would find guns.
Yeah.
Matter,
I mean,
there are
even
guns
during the
and
election,
stuff.
some of them were taken to court, and they had weapons.
So you can imagine how you trust your kid is just in campus.
Safe, and they're being
Safe and all
targeted
that.
by
And,
these crazy people. Finally, heads up, a number of stories here. So Terry Mungai's son is quite the son.
What do you mean the son?
He graduates from UK. That's a pretty picture. He looks good.
Oh, is that what you're saying? He's quite the son?
Yeah, he looks good. I just thought, I was like, oh,
Okay. You like?
not bad.
You like?
Let's just say.
Yeah.
And then
he
there's
looks
a big
good.
one there. Fidel Odinga. I mean, he's been.
Attacks
I don't know
rugby
what's
fan
happening to
in
Fidel. No,
Kisumu.
he's our friend, but he's been lately on the news
Oh.
for all the wrong reasons. You know, the other day he was arrested by Akoblo. Now it's said it's alleged that he attacked a rugby fan in Kisumu.
Whoa.
Wow, that one. And
Wow.
What does he do?
Well,
What does Fidel do?
Well, one, I know they were in Kisumu for Dala 7, where he's the chairman of the
Yes,
entire thing.
Yes.
About this situation where Kate brings out our whole story, then I think it's a story which people need to read, and we can see pictures right there of some sort of confrontation with fans, if that's what it is, and so it's really
Okay.
sad. if
Our
that would be the
time
case.
is up. Let everybody else read about also Mike Sonko's daughter for reality show.
Yes.
Everybody's just going on. Guys, we should get into a reality show.
Oh, the S3.
The Triple S should
Triple S should do
It's
one.
a TV show.
You know?
TV show.
TV show. So, in less than a minute, what are you up to this weekend?
Are we doing a date out?
I kept the whole movie thing because Akil's just happened in IMAX now.
Okay.
And so I thought movie lovers who are not just there for 7 minutes should love movies and all that. But again, for guys who are getting in Mombasa, Ras Moha and
Oh,
team
yeah.
at
Moha.
Salambo.
So that's
doing
Mohammed Ali
reggae.
for those who don't know.
Jicho
Yeah,
Peru.
Jichovevu is that's not Jichovevu at this point. It's,
This one
it's
is-
just
we got-
Ras
It's Ras
Moha
Moha.
and team, and I big up to them.
They'll be
I
down
think
at the coast.
they're doing great work there.
Okay.
And you've seen him, you don't want to miss him on stage. He's quite a
You don't
reggae
want to
guy.
miss him.
He's quite a
He's
reggae
just the
guy.
You
guy.
see the
He's a
other
reggae
side
guy.
of Moha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you guys. Have fun.
All right.
Maybe I'll take you for the 7D.
Let's do it.
Yeah?
7D.
Great.
And then you start screaming, oh, Sophia, what is this?
Like